Bold and the beautiful fans, it's Taco Tuesday. Hopefully you're having a terrific one. And oh, the drama is sizzling hot and this mystery is starting to unfold in this episode. I'm going to give you a few highlights and then we'll dive deep into it. First, we see Hope is starting to actually see Sheila in a guilty light. Deacon is in a desperate frenzy for answers. Lee and Steffy is convinced that Sheila is the mastermind behind everything. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and unpack this drama for July 16th. Over at Forrester Creations, the tension is apparent as Steffy, Brooke, Hope, and Ridge huddle around a laptop, their eyes glued to an article about Hollis's shocking demise. Now, Ridge, trying to be pragmatic, says this will take a cut out of the pizza business, but there's no humor in his tone. This is serious. Steffy, with her steely resolve, is certain that there's only one person who should be questioned first, Sheila. Now, the press are going to have a field day with Deacon, and Ridge agrees that this would be a disastrous for him. Steffy can't shake the feeling that Sheila's behind this, and Hope, though initially hesitant, admits that even her dad wants the truth. Now, Brooke and Steffy waste no time reminding Hope of Sheila's deadly capabilities. Ridge, trying to be the voice of reason, doesn't think that this is a mere coincidence. Now, Hope, caught in a whirlwind of emotions, starts to admit the possibility. Steffy's gut tells her that Sheila is the culprit and everybody know it. Now, Brooke echoes her sentiment, stressing to Hope that letting Sheila in was a recipe for chaos. Hope, still grappling with the shock, wonders what's the motive Sheila could have had. Now, Steffy, with fierce determination, declares that Sheila will pay this time, and she storms out, leaving Hope to flash back to Deacon and Sheila's controversial wedding. The heartbreak is almost too much for her to bear, and Ridge, he remains steadfast, convinced that this was all Sheila's doing, even if Deacon will never see the truth. Meanwhile, in the morgue, Lee is in full investigative mode. She explains to Poppy and Finn that the same drug that was found in both Hollis was also found in Tom as well. Now, this was no accident, she asserts, and her voice is dripping with certainty. And we see Poppy biting her lip nervously. Lee knows exactly who it is, and she pointed the finger directly at Sheila. Finn admits that the thought had crossed his mind too, which brings measure of relief to Lee. Now, Poppy is sure Sheila must be the prime suspect, but Finn, ever the rational one, points out that there's an epidemic of overdoses, and these could be part of that. Now, Lee, yes, she's having none of it. Sheila tried to unalive them before, and she's sure she's behind this too. Now, despite Finn's warning about a lack of conclusive evidence, Lee is determined to confront Sheila at the restaurant. She refuses to let Finn accompany her, reminding him of his promise to Steffy to stay away from Sheila. And just then, who arrives? Because they don't lock doors, Steffy. She is eager for the news about the autopsy. Doctors, would this be a HIPAA violation? But yeah, this is a soap. Lee wastes no time declaring that Sheila unalived Hollis just as she did Tom. Now, Finn tries to temper her statements, clarifying it's just her interpretation, but the death's suspiciously similar. Poison. Steffy gasps, Sheila, and vows that this time Sheila will pay for her crimes. Over at Ir Giardino, Sheila is eavesdropping as Deacon furiously talks to someone over the phone. He's adamant about not letting this go. Tom and Hollis were more than just his employees, they were his friends. Now, Deacon's frustration is evident as he tells the reporter that this would be bad for the restaurant. Losing his friends is tearing him apart, and he needs some answers. Sheila is trying to soothe him, insists that it's not his fault. Deacon, however, remains desperate for the truth. Tom and Hollis deserves better, and nothing about their deaths make any sense. And finally, Sheila tries to rationalize, suggesting that people make bad decisions that lead to tragic outcomes, and of course, she would know that. Now, Deacon isn't buying it. They have no idea why Hollis died, and it's gnawing at him. Sheila, sensing his anguish, embraces him, trying to provide him comfort. She argues that it may be upsetting and tragic, but it's not murder. Yet Deacon can't shake the feeling that there's more to the story. It's like somebody is behind all of this, orchestrating it from the shadows. And Sheila, with her best sympathetic face, tells him she understands his needs for answers, but sometimes tragedy strikes without reason. She hugs him tighter. She looks off into space, trying to quell his rising suspicions. Okay, so there you have it. The plot thickens as secrets, suspicions, and accusations swirl around the bold and the beautiful. Yeah, this storm is just getting started. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. What did you think about Hope actually considering Sheila is guilty? Desperate for answers is Deacon. The question is, will he be able to get some answers? And of course, we see Steffy and Lee blaming Sheila after they're hearing the results of what happened to Hollis. Make sure you check out the Young and the Restless recap for today, as well as Diane and Jack debate over Kyle after playing reverse psychology with him. Nate guessed that Victor is backing Glissade, and Victor unveils his new plans to his Newman family. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you're notified every time a video is posted. And until the next one, we'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.